I want to bring in Paul Henderson now. He's a former prosecutor and a legal analyst. He's also the public safety director for San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee. Paul, this is extraordinary to hear Dylann Roof make these kind of statements publicly. On some twisted level, is he trying to martyr himself to white supremacists?
Well, he's trying to martyr himself, but at the same time, he is still trying to save his own life. And, you know, what the judge is doing in this case is trying to balance what information can be presented to this jury that's going to be both relevant and reasonable. In this case, he's really shooting himself in the foot, no pun intended, because he's restricting hearing a mental illness defense. And that really is his strongest defense in a case like this because the evidence is so overwhelming.
Then how is he trying to save his own life? There's no signs pointing to that.
There are no signs pointing to that, especially because the judge has already accepted his interpretation of how this hearing is going to take place, meaning that he's not going to either present any evidence or call any witnesses. And so the only thing that he is left to do is make an opening statement, a closing statement, and then cross-examine the witnesses that the prosecution calls and presents in this sentencing. And so the only thing that he has left to do, in my opinion, what we can expect, is to have him try and anticipate which of those witnesses that are going to be called in this horrific case that have indicated publicly that they want clemency or that they want to spare his life, and then to elicit that from them when they get on the stand. That's all there is left to do in this case. But keep in mind, there's 19 counts that qualify him for the death penalty, and he was found guilty on all 33 counts. So I think that's the only place he can go in this case, unless he just throws it all out the window and is just making a final appeal in his closing statement, which is also just as likely. But I don't think it's going to work in this case, given the overwhelming nature and the unanimous decision that was reached in concluding guilt already.
Paul, if we don't end it right there, I'm going to feel inclined to tell Dylann Roof where I think he should go. All right, Paul, thank you so much. This is horrible, heinous, hideous.
Yeah.
The Dylann Roof sentencing going on right now in South Carolina. We're going to take a break. Paul, thanks again.